Welcome to MBLEx exam practice test. Our topic today is kinesiology. Use the link in the description to download the app on the App Store for free practice tests. Number 1. Which of the following factors results in the different light and dark pattern of skeletal muscles? A. The density of sarcomeres in skeletal muscles. B. The strength of bond between sarcomeres constructing skeletal muscles. C. The varying arrangement of actin and myosin segments within the sarcomere. D. The interaction between two types of myofilaments. The answer is C. The varying arrangement of actin and myosin segments within the sarcomere. Explanation. The varying arrangement of actin and myosin segments within the sarcomere is responsible for the alternating light and dark pattern of skeletal muscles, producing the striated pattern seen with a microscope. Number 2. What refers to the thick myofilament within a sarcomere, which cross-links with actin filaments? A. Myosin. B. Actin. C. Tropomyosin. D. Acetylcholine. The answer is A. Myosin. Explanation. Myosin is the thick myofilament within a sarcomere, which cross-links with actin filaments. The interaction between these two types of myofilaments causes the sarcomere to shorten as the muscle contracts. Myosin is also responsible for splitting ATP. The phosphate released from ATP hydrolysis into the myosin provides the energy required for the myosin head to produce the power stroke, causing the actin and myosin filaments to slide past each other as muscle contraction occurs. The contraction continues as long as the contraction stimulus and ATP are available. Number 3. What happens when troponin is not affecting tropomyosin? A. Actin and myosin filaments are enabled to attach with each other. B. Actin and myosin are separated from each other, preventing a constant state of muscle contraction. C. The tropomyosin is moved deeply into the groove formed by the double helix configuration of the two actin strands. D. It causes a conformational change in tropomyosin. The answer is B. Actin and myosin are separated from each other, preventing a constant state of muscle contraction. Explanation. The conformational change of troponin moves the tropomyosin deeper into the groove, allowing the actin and myosin crossbridge to rapidly attach. The actin myofilament is pulled towards the center of sarcomere in a contractile action. When troponin is not affecting tropomyosin, it inhibits actin and myosin from binding, preventing a constant state of muscle contraction. Number 4. Which of the following is not a condition for relaxation to occur? A. The actin and myosin filaments bind with each other. B. Calcium ion, ATP, ADP, or APAS are no longer available. C. The motor neuron stops releasing acetylcholine. D. Calcium ion goes back into the sarcoplasmic reticulum. The answer is A. The actin and myosin filaments bind with each other. Explanation. When calcium ion, ATP, ADP, or APAS are no longer available, relaxation occurs. It can also result when the motor neuron stops releasing acetylcholine, calcium ion goes back into the sarcoplasmic reticulum, and the myosin and actin return to their uncoupled resting phase. Number 5. Is the following statement true or false? Concentric and eccentric actions result in opposite manifestations of muscles. A. True. B. False. The answer is A. True. Explanation. When doing bicep curls, the elbow is initially extended. The concentric muscle action of the bicep results in the shortening of the muscle, moving the elbow to a flexed position. However, the lowering of the weight moving the arm from a flexed to extended position reflects the lengthening of the muscle resulting from eccentric action. Number 6. Which of the following is not the goal of the proprioceptive system? A. Providing awareness of position. B. Providing the central nervous system with information related to temperature. C. Maintaining muscle tone and balance. D. Supplying the central nervous system with peripheral feedback information to help modify movements. The answer is B. Providing the central nervous system with information related to temperature. Explanation. The proprioceptive system has three main goals. Provide awareness of position and kinesthesia within the surroundings, to produce coordinated reflexes to maintain muscle tone and balance, and to provide peripheral feedback information to the central nervous system to help modify movements and motor responses. Number 7. When are muscle spindles stretched? A. When a muscle shortens. B. When concentric muscle contraction takes place. C. When the muscles relax. D. When a muscle lengthens and stretches. The answer is D. When a muscle lengthens and stretches. Explanation. The spindles contain intrafusal fibers, modified muscle fibers, that are contained in a sheath of connective tissue and run parallel to the normal extrafusal muscle fibers. As a muscle lengthens and stretches, the muscle spindles are also stretched. Number 8. Where are impulses by GTOs sent to? A. The brain. B. The peripheral nervous system. C. The spinal cord. D. The heart. The answer is C. The spinal cord. Explanation. The GTOs respond to muscle tension by sending impulses to the spinal cord to elicit reflex inhibition. Importantly, GTOs protect the muscle and tendon from injury caused by an excessive load. Number 9. Which type of joints possesses a rounded structure that sits into a ring-like shape, allowing uniaxial rotation of the bone around the long axis? A. Ball and socket joints. B. Pivot joints. C. Plane joints. D. Synovial joints. The answer is B. Pivot joints. Explanation. Pivot joints are a rounded structure that sits into a ring-like shape, allowing uniaxial rotation of the bone around the long axis, for example, radius head on ulna. Number 10. Is the following statement true or false? The similarity between passive and active range of motion is that in both cases, only non-contractile elements are accessed. A. True. B. False. The answer is B. False. Explanation. Active range of motion assesses both the non-contractile and contractile elements, including the muscles and tendons themselves. Passive range of motion only assesses the non-contractile structures surrounding a joint, and any hypermobility or limited range of motion can be assessed in structures such as ligaments, joint capsule, and fascia. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for updated videos every week.